So you can sell your property on the market or you can sell your property off market. The question is, what's going to get you the most money when it's all said and done? In today's real estate reality check, I'm going to tell you exactly which is best for which kind of seller. My name is Nick Cates. I'm a Los Angeles realtor and I specialize in helping homeowners and rental property owners get top dollar and the lowest fees to sell your property in the private market. So let's dive into this important topic because selling your property on the market just means hiring a realtor and then putting the property on the MLS. That gets you the most exposure and theoretically the highest price. Selling your property off market means that you're not putting it on the MLS, even though you've hired a realtor like myself, and we go directly to buyers who are looking for properties just like yours. What's the benefit here? So as I said, typically getting more exposure gets you the highest price that's on market. Selling the property off market gets typically a little bit lower price, and that is actually been researched by the MLS nationally. And in California, based on their study, houses that sell off market tend to get $30,000 or so less than properties that are on the market. But wait a minute, there's a catch. Selling your property, the sale price, isn't the whole story about telling you what you're going to walk away with, because selling your property on the market tends to require that you pay the highest commission, both to the buyer's agent and to your selling agent. Also, there's closing costs and potentially repairs and concessions to the buyer for things that need to be actually dealt with after close of escrow. So that higher price that you sell for is actually reduced significantly often by the closing costs. On the other hand, selling off market tends to give you a lower sales price, but often the property is sold as is with no seller concessions and or no buyer concessions, and oftentimes the buyer pays your closing costs, including some or all of your realtor expenses. So the difference in sale price and what you walk away with might be a lot closer than you think. The difference is selling off market means there's no open houses, no signs in the yard. They're usually faster. And again, the fees typically are a little bit lower. So which version of selling is best for whom? Well, if you've got a property that is in really good condition, you've done upgrades and things are in really presentation ready, you don't have to do a lot to get it ready for the market, for photographs and all that. There's not a lot of clutter and your property's pretty much ready to go, and open houses are okay for you and you have the time that it takes, which could be weeks or even months to sell, then you're probably going to do pretty well on the open market. But if your property is really in need of some TLC, if there's a lot of clutter, what if it's tenant occupied? Maybe it's a rental property. Like, those are the kinds of conditions that are good for selling off market. Also, if speed is a consideration, maybe you need to sell because you're relocating, or for whatever reason, speed is very important, as well as convenience, because you don't want to have open houses. You don't want to deal with decluttering. You don't want to deal with a lot of things that come with marketing your property in a conventional way. Then selling your property off market could be right for you. The question for you is, which of those versions of property applies to you? I'm happy to help. And if you like these kinds of this kind of information, do like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.